TGIF, my lovely followers. It's your queen, Sarah, and we are back for another fun Friday video. I've already done videos about my favorite TV shows and my favorite movies, so today is going to be about books. It's going to be about my favorite books. And I've read quite a few books in my time. So this video might be slightly longer, I think, maybe. It should be decently long because I have read quite a few books in my life. Like from the time I was a little girl. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to have a fun Friday. We're gonna ignore the politics for the day and do something fun, because you know I like to do something fun most of the time. I mean, I occasionally get political on Friday, but like here lately I've been doing fun stuff. That might change in the future. Like I might still occasionally make political stuff. Like if I do, it'll be more like diss tracks though. It'll be more like fun political stuff, you know, like we're diss tracks. Like my Riley Gaines diss track. I still love that video. I literally rewatched my own video the other day and just sat and listened to it because it was just so good. I just love it so much. I love talking crap about Riley Gaines so much. It is literally my favorite pastime. But anyway, we are not here to talk about Riley Gaines this video. We are here to talk about books. Specifically, the books that have influenced me throughout my life. And I think we're going to start at the very beginning. Obviously, like, there's probably books that I don't remember from when I was, like, really young. It's like, I'm pretty sure the first books I read were probably, like, dinosaur books that I, like, vaguely remember. Like, I did like those. I have like vague memories of like an old dinosaur book where like I don't remember the name of it, but I do vaguely recall the plot. And like this boy and his brother, they went to the zoo and they were like walking around looking at the animals and talking about things, and they were talking about dinosaurs. And the younger brother was like imagining dinosaurs still being alive. And they just like, and then like, I don't remember all of it because like I was literally like less than 10 years old when I read this. Honestly, probably less than like 8 years old. I was super young. So I remember like bits and pieces, but I just remember there was the book and it was like these brothers and they went to the zoo. That's like one of the earliest books I can remember. Anyway, moving on to the next books that like influenced me, like I have to say it was Jack and Annie. I don't know if all of you know exactly what Jack and Annie is. Those of you who did not grow up in the early 2000s probably don't know. But Jack and Annie was like a children's series that I absolutely adored for when I was younger. And I would read it. Well, when I first started it, my mom would read them to me, but like I eventually started reading them myself. And I do love those. Like I feel like they influenced me. I mean, I lost interest in them when I got older, but like when I was young, like I really liked them. The Jack and Annie books. And look, I may forget certain things in this video, just like the other ones. Like there's certain honorable mentions that I forgot. Like, for instance, in my TV series video, I'm just going to briefly mention a few series that I forgot to include. Like Yellowstone, I forgot to mention Yellowstone. There was another one, I don't really remember it, but I forgot that one as well. It's like, it's kind of hard to remember everything I like, you know, like everything I've ever watched or read or listened to. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, back to books. We're talking about books today. After the Jack and Annie books, which was like the earliest books I've read. Now, there were other books, but I don't really remember their names. It's like that was a super long time ago. But like Jack and Annie is like the one that going back as far as I remember. But anyway, like after Jack and Annie, we're gonna skip ahead a bit, like do Star Wars. Like I was a big Star Wars fan. I was a big Star Wars girly. Specifically, the series that one of my favorite series from Star Wars was the Boba Fett series. It was part of the expanded universe for like before all the Disney stuff came out, before the modern Disney Star Wars. Like the old Star Wars, like I love the Boba Fett books. Like they were life-changing. I also was a big fan of like Revenge of the novels of Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith. Those were my favorites. Like, I love those. I read the novels for the prequels as well. That was really good. But the Boba Fett series, like, I honestly, like, I re-listened to the Boba... I found an audiobook of the Boba Fett series on YouTube and listened to the whole series. Like, it was really good. Like, those books were really well written. And they definitely influenced me. And another thing that influenced me was the graphic novels. Because, like, I vaguely remember reading these Star Wars graphic novels that were like comic books, but they were Star Wars. And those also influenced me heavily. Another one, I think I actually got into this one before Star Wars. It was the King Kong novel. That one was really good. I love King Kong. I love the movie. Oh, that's one of the ones I don't remember if I remembered to mention King Kong in my movies video. I think I did, but just in case I didn't, like that was a movie and a novel that I really loved. So yeah, I just wanted to briefly mention King Kong. Oh, and there was a King Kong video game for PS2, and honestly, that is like one of the best PS2 games of all time. That is one of the best PS2 games of all time, is Peter Jackson's King Kong. Like, I know that's off topic, I know we're talking about books today, but like, I just had to briefly mention that. So, anyway, like, yeah, I'm gonna do that a lot in my videos, where I like bring up like random stuff, you know? That's probably why these ones are gonna be longer, because I like go off on tangents. You just have to bear with me. We're doing this casually today. We're just doing a nice, fun little video for you to relax with on a Friday night. Anyway, after Star Wars, the Boba Fett series in particular, that influenced me. There was also the Pirates of the Caribbean. There was a Jack Sparrow series that I really liked. I love that one. That's another one that my mom and I kind of read together that we really liked. I don't really remember it as an adult all that much. Like, it's been a long time. But, yeah. That's another one. I mean, I don't think it was as influential to me as the Boba Fett stuff. But I did like it. And I definitely do not think that the Jack Sparrow was as influential as what I'm going to talk about next, which was very, very, very influential to me. Like, I was obsessed with these books for like a huge portion of my life when I was like a early teenager / young adult. And it's the Inkheart series. Like, I was obsessed by Cornelia Funk, the Inkheart series, Inkheart, Inkspell, Ink Death. I was obsessed with them. I was obsessed with her trilogy of Inkheart. Those are some of the best books I've ever read. They really are. They really are phenomenal. It's like, they are amazing. Like, I still talk about them. It's a shame that they never did a full Inkheart trilogy with movies. Because they did do an Inkheart movie, but honestly, I wasn't super impressed with it. Like, it was not bad. The Inkheart, let me clarify. The Inkheart movie was not bad. Like, it had Brendan Fraser, and it was not bad. Like, I would watch it again. Like, I'm not dissing it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, I think it could have been done just a little bit better, you know? I did enjoy the movie, though. Like, I love the book. It's just a shame they didn't do, like, the whole trilogy. See, this is the kind of... Okay, another tangent. This is the kind of crap I'm talking about, where you have, like, they're remaking Harry Potter. And, oh yeah, that's another series. Harry Potter. Like, before I knew that the author, J.K. Rowling, hated trans people, like, I used to be a Harry Potter fan. And, okay, to be fair, like, the books are decent. But I've learned a lot since that time. And I don't think Harry Potter is a very original. I don't. And people might be outraged with me saying that in this video, to where I'm saying that I don't think Harry Potter is original, and frankly, like, I think it could have been done better. And people are gonna, like, gasp in horror and say that I dare to criticize Rowling because some people have her as their sacred cow. But, like, I frankly just don't like J.K. Rowling as a person. Like, she's a transphobe, and I do not care for her as a person. I do not like her. And I think she's kind of overrated as an author, honestly. Like, this is another video. I didn't even intend it to be, like, a bashing video, but here I am. I'm sitting here just, like, giving a mini diss track to J.K. Rowling. I swear I did not intend this to be a thing today. I just wanted to, like, have a casual conversation about, like, my favorite books, but here I am bashing J.K. Rowling. And yes, I was a Harry Potter fan, and I did like it. And at one point in my life, that was really one of my favorite series. But, like, since that time, I've kind of got away from it. Because I have a real problem, because, like, reading something from someone that hates me, you know? Like, I'm not going to, like, guilt trip people who still like her stuff, because I did play Hogwarts Legacy. Like, my friend got it, and then I got it. Which, honestly, I felt like Hogwarts Legacy... Here's another tangent. Hogwarts Legacy, the game, was kind of overrated as well. Like, it was not bad, it just wasn't all that good. You know, it's kind of meh. But anyway, I gotta get back to the topic. I gotta get back to books. I talked about here. I was originally talking about Inkheart, and then the conversation kind of segued off into talking about J.K. Rowling. So I think we're gonna take it back to Inkheart. And to straight up, like, this is gonna be controversial, but Inkheart is better than Harry Potter. There, I said it. Mic drop. Everybody's gonna be mad with me. Like, all the feminist, the feminazi turf J.K. Rowling fans are gonna be baying for my blood now. They're gonna be bet hurt. They're gonna need to put on their no more butt hurt powder. Because they're gonna be butt hurt in the comments. Because I dared to criticize J.K. Rowling. Because frankly, I don't think Rowling's even that good of a writer. It's like, I could do better. I could do better. Like, when my series is done, like my trilogy, like, yeah, straight up, I think mine will be better. I know that's a high horse, but, like, honestly, like... Okay, look up I have a playlist on my channel called Trans Stuff. And I have some videos about J.K. Rowling on it. And I would highly encourage my lovely followers to check those out. They really should. I would highly encourage my lovely followers to check those out. To understand why I'm bashing her. Why I think she's unoriginal. There was a YouTuber who did a really good video about that. I don't remember his name. But there was a YouTuber who did an excellent video, and his video is on my playlist, my Trans Stuff playlist. So go check that out if you want to understand why I'm bashing her. You know, aside from the fact that she's a garbage transphobe turf. Aside from that. Anyway, let's go back to talking about Inkheart. Inkheart, Ink Spell, Ink Death. That was the trilogy. And they were amazing. It's like the characters of that book were amazing. And it definitely strongly influenced me. Most certainly it did. Inkheart, Ink Spell, Ink Death. The trilogy. Like, that was one of the most influential series I've ever read. It's definitely within my top 10, maybe even my top 5. I loved Inkheart. I loved Inkheart. I loved it. I loved Inkheart. Okay, let's move on to the next one in the next series. Like, I think we're gonna start talking about horror. Oh, and here's another thing, like, I forgot to mention earlier, like, now that we're talking about horror books, like, we're going to talk about Goosebumps. Because Goosebumps is definitely also influential. Like, I did like the Goosebumps when I was younger. I don't think I like them as much as I like Stephen King. Because let's be real, Stephen King is, like, one of the best horror novelists of all time. Like, The Shining, Carrie, Pet Sematary. Let's just be real. Stephen King is amazing. Like, and I know it's kind of unfair to compare him and R.L. Stine, because R.L. Stine cannot be as... He doesn't have as much freedom as King does, because he's writing for children, and you can't have, like, gory stuff in children's books for some reason, because their parents will throw a fit and whine. But still, it's like Stephen King. I love me some Stephen King. Although, I will say this, I do think that there was the controversial scene in It with the children that I do think was kind of creepy. Like, that's kind of a red flag for me. Not enough of a red flag to stop reading Stephen King. But, like, I don't think... And I mean no disrespect to Stephen King, but I don't think I would leave a kid alone with him, you know? Like, it's just kind of weird, the scene in It. Like, most people who know horror know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's like they split into two camps. Like, they're either in the camp that thinks that is, like, really weird, making the characters do what they did in the It. And then there's the camp that tries to explain it away like it was some type of, like, allegory or something. Like, no. Like, I come down on the side where I think that was creepy. That really was. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect Stephen King. I think all his other work is phenomenal. And I think It was a great novel until you get to that point. But yeah, I did think that was a little weird. But maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe I just don't know enough. Like, I could change that opinion. Probably not, though. Honestly, I'm just trying to be nice because I really want to... I don't want to disrespect Stephen King. I do respect him as an author. Like, I don't want to be, like, rude. But yeah, I thought that was weird. Anyway, moving on. I say that a lot, moving on. Because of... The other Stephen King novel that really influenced me was Carrie. For obvious reasons. It's like... Carrie has heavily influenced me. I remember the first time I read it, it was life-changing. And so was the movie. I've already discussed the movie, though, on the previous video. But Carrie, the novel, was life-changing for me. Like, I was obsessed with it. That was another thing I was obsessed with for a huge chunk of my life. There were other series that I have read. I don't think I read the full series, but, like, I have read a few of the Ranger's Apprentice books when I was younger, and those really influenced me. And I was also obsessed with Narnia, as I already talked about in my movie video. I was obsessed with Narnia as a child. but I already talked about that in a previous video. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm trying to do a good job and remember all the novels that influenced me. Oh yeah, the Jurassic Park, like Michael Crichton. Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park was really good. Like, I recently reread it. Like, I listened to an audiobook for Jurassic Park and The Lost World. Well, I'm on the last chapter of The Lost World. I have not quite finished it, but, like, I will soon. And I think Michael Crichton's novels are really, really good. And another Michael Crichton novel that's, like, really great is Pirate Latitudes, the pirate book. That one was really good. I love that one. It's about, like, a bunch of pirates. And I don't really remember the full plot. I'm sorry to say that, but, like, I remember bits and pieces. I remember that it was about pirates, though, and I think they were trying to get a treasure or something. I might have to reread that one as well. That one was really good. I'm trying to remember all the things. Oh, how could I forget? How could I forget? Like, I could kick myself right now. Like, how could I forget 39 Clues? So yeah, we're going to talk about another novel that influenced me in my early years. We're going to talk about 39 Clues. 39 Clues was hugely influential. That was like a series that was popular in like around the 2010s that I was super duper into for like a huge chunk of my life. Like, I'm not as into it now because I'm obsessed with other things, but I did love 39 Clues. It was very influential. A lot of these novels influenced me as a writer, as what I do today. I love them. I love them. Oh, and another series, like, I keep remembering stuff. Like, there's Dracula. I loved the original Dracula. There was the Blue Bloods series by Melissa De La Cruz. I listened to that one, and I vaguely remember bits and pieces of it. Like, I listened to that one when I was a teenager obsessed with vampires. And another one, the Rotten Ruin Zombie series. Like, I like that one too. That one's really good. If you like zombies, you'll love Rotten Ruin. I highly recommend that to anyone who likes Walking Dead. I would highly recommend Rotten Ruin by Jonathan Marbury. I know there's got to be other stuff that I have forgotten. I'm trying really hard to remember all the books that influenced me. I really am. I probably won't, though. There's probably going to be ones that I forget. And I'm sorry if I forget things, but I think I've done a good job covering most of the books that, like, really influenced me, though, in this video. I feel like I've done a good job of that. There were some others. There was some pirate books, some, like, nonfiction stuff, some animal books that I was also really into. Can't really remember their names, but, like, I think it was the Eyewitness books that I liked. I love those. I had the Eyewitness Titanic, Eyewitness Civil War, Eyewitness Pirate. I had a bunch of those. But I think this covers pretty much everything, like I said before. And I think I'm going to start bringing this video to a close because it's at like the 25-minute mark. And I think I'm going to slowly start to bring this to a close. If I remember anything else that I forgot, I'll mention it in the next video. I'll be sure to mention it. This is just kind of me just talking about like books that I like throughout my life. Just a fun little Friday video for entertainment. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close. Thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe and all that streamer stuff. I thank you for your support. I know I already said that, but like, thank you, especially if you watch to the end of the video. Considering this is one of my longer videos, it's like, thank you for that. I hope all of you have a great Friday and an even better weekend. I know I will. I am looking forward to it. I am not loving this weather. I am not loving the return of the balmy southern weather. I am not loving that at all. I absolutely cannot stand it. I am a fall/winter girly. Do not like summer. The only time I like summer is when I'm at the lake. That's the only time. When I'm in the water at the lake. That is the only time I like summer. It's like if I'm not at the lake in the water, then it's miserable. But anyway, I think I'm going to bring it to a close. Hope all of you enjoy your weekends. Sorry for repeating myself so much. Thank you. And we are off.